Who is the best? Who is gonna get the crown? Gamers around the flat universe. My name is KK and today we have a fucking epic video because I am doing the collab with Boltrix and this is the duel of SPACTORY GODS. Me and Boltrix are arguably the best players with SPACTORY in the game right now. Just for the reference, Boltrix has 300,000 XP on SPACTORY on top of having all the mastery. Let this sink in a bit. The guy played hundreds and hundreds of games with the SPACTORY. Also, he's a very large YouTuber in BTD Battles and now in BTD Battles too. Me, on the other hand, I also a big enjoyer of SPACTORY. I played hundreds of games with this tower. I played it on the highest level, same as Boltrix. So we both were in Hall of Masters top 100 and we both played SPACTORY in the said Hall of Masters. So, if anyone is gonna be called God of SPACTORY, it is gonna be us. And now, today, we are here to find out who is the best? Who is gonna get the crown of the best SPACTORY player in this game among YouTubers or maybe in general? And it was epic. Like, this is the post-com because we were recording when I was very sick, so I couldn't do the live com. I would do it, but but on the other hand, because this is a live com, I cut only the juiciest moments for you, and this video is gonna be epic. So as you already can see, the early game is pretty standard, and we are using half meta. So this is not the meta. I chose the Dartling, Sniper and SPACTORY. The rule for this duel best of 3 is always use SPACTORY. Other two towers doesn't matter. And I chose the Sniper, Fartling and the SPAC. Boltrix chose SPACTORY, Dartling and Village. As you can see in the top right, I'm baiting his upgrade. So I sent not one but two Moabs. You usually can ignore one Moab with the rocket gunner, but since we're playing the disgusting map called Garden, I love it for that reason, we can force the upgrades. He is forced to get either the spike balls or the rocket storm for these Moabs. And now I send another rush with these Moabs while affording the cash drop, so I'm pretty much playing flawlessly here. And the purpose of second bunch of the Moabs was for him to get the SPACTORY, because the spike balls are expensive. They cost like 4,400, and the earlier you can force your opponent to buy the expensive upgrades, the better it is for you, since he cannot greed. Now my opponents sent at me the Moab. I defended it with the main Moab easily, and now as you can see, round 22 I have 2000 eco and I keep on adding the supply drop snipers. But here goes the epic rush, because Boltrix has a very good strategy but with the obvious flaw. On this tiny rushy map, he cannot defend some rushes, and he doesn't have stun like I do. If he rushed me with his Omegas, I would just get the main Moabs, but he does not have these, so his only option is try to defend. And let's see how good the Boltrix is, because his viewers say that he's bad at the game. I played him, I don't think he's bad. So, what he's doing is he uses the spike storms, he sells, rebuys them very frequently under the discount village. He cleans up all the ceramics and the Moabs using the two rocket storms with the abilities. And the spike balls at the end are actually helping him out with the cleanup of the ceramics if the Dartlings miss something. He also sells, rebuys the Dartling gunners, and as you can see, he cannot keep up with this one. Ideally, what he should have gotten the rocket storms like 3 seconds before, and yeah. But trust me, this rush is extremely hard to defend. Now, we have the match number 2. Boltrix chose Glade, and here he chose the different strategy, and it's gonna be fun. So, as you can see, Glade is the map where I lost to him in the previous duel we had. I posted this duel on KK Gaming channel. So, the last time I was not prepared. But here, I know Glade very well. I played hundreds of games, and I know what I'm doing. So this time, I was more than prepared to fight him on Glade. So I'm using the same strategy because it's nearly flawless. Because snipers give you amazing eco. The Dartling Gunner is flawless, not nearly, just pure flawless early game defense. And Spike Factory is good for the Moabs and stuff. As you can see, Boltrix does not greed. He doesn't do these like pro moves, which I usually prefer doing. Basically, you postpone your defense upgrades unless your opponent forces you to get them, just because you want to spend more money on eco in the moment, and it pays off in the long run. You apply the mental pressure on your opponent. When you send these kind of Moab rushes, etc., you show them that the moment they give you an opening, you're gonna fucking murder them. And that is a very, very important part of the gameplay in the high arenas. Now, the round 20 with the Moabs, I rush him with BFB with the same freaking purpose. If he is good, he can defend the BFB with just one rocket star. But Boltrix has the boomerang, and this was a punch in the face. Oof, because his strategy is direct counter to mine. Boomerang is the best mid-game tower, and I just cannot rush him with these Omegas like he did to me. Even though my strategy is amazing, its only flaw is these Omegas. All I can do is rush him with crap ton of the grouped BFBs and hope that he chokes. And yeah, Boltrix actually defended. He did very, very impressive job. Now I'm doing the desperation move. I'm rushing him with the remainder. I sold two of my Dartling Gunners, and I rush him with the BFBs on the remainder of my money. And as you can see and probably expect, it's futile, because his blimps actually reached the end, and yeah, I lost the second one. But the games are fucking fire. I love them even now that I'm rewatching and live commenting it with you. This is just pure joy. Now, the last game. And we are even right now. Will we kill Boltrix, or will he destroy me once again? Let's find out. The map is arguably the most difficult map in the game, called Koru. I think Boltrix picked it. Or no, this time I lost, so I picked Koru, and I had a plan. The last time he outplayed me strategically, so if I were to play with Boomerang, I might have won that round. But since he is not like keen on using snipers, I can go boomerangs easily, because snipers counter boomerangs in the late game, but in the mid game, boomerangs just clap them. Like, I don't know how to put it, they are superior. And now, look at this. So, the strategy I'm picking is the same as he used the last time, but you will see why it's gonna be an amazing game. The last game, in my opinion, is the best. And now let's find out why. My strategy here, as you can see, I have the Rocket Storm, I have the 420 Spike Factory to clean up the ceramics, and I have a few of the Spike Storms, or as we call them, Sporms. So I have 3 Sporms, and I have 1 Boomerang. He didn't force me to buy any extra defenses. It was a big mistake on Boltrix's end in this game, because he let me greed. I have 4500 eco. Even though he has similar eco, it doesn't matter, because I am prepared. I know the strategy that I will use, and I will rush him hard. As you can see, we had the rule that you must all out before round 30, or maybe like in that round 30, 31, because the game just crashes. My plan is to send bats at him. Does he defend? Maybe, but what I will do, because he will send bat at me, I will use my Spike Storms into Matt and I will defend everything while he will struggle. This is extremely rare high-level move because Koru is the only map that's extremely good for the Spike Factory, since Bat and Oh God are so fucking fat. They eat up all the spikes from the Spike Factories on the map. So as you can see, I used all of my abilities, and look at this. The Bat eats up the spikes from 2 lanes, and same happens to the Zomagas and BFBs, while MAD is destroying the rest and the ceramics are cleaned up by the Spike Factory. This was beautifully orchestrated and Botrix played right into my hands. Oof, I love this game. It's so a strategic play in best of 3s. Oh, amazing. Alright guys, press like or dislike depending on what you think about this video. I won 2-1. This time I won against Botrix, last time I lost, and we have 1-1 score overall. We are even. Alright, subscribe, smash the bell notifications. If you enjoy this series, let me know in the comments. If it gets good views, I might make some more of this with the other YouTubers. I can record this pretty much with all the YouTubers you can imagine, so we will see. See ya!